welcome to Griffin's Gaming Guides. In this video we're going after another The Last of Us Part 1 trophy, Look for the Light, where you need to find all Firefly Pendants. In total there are 31 Firefly Pendants throughout The Last of Us Part 1, however only 30 are required for the trophy. So we are going to cover all 31 pendants in this guide. Make sure that you stick around to the end where I'll explain to you exactly what's going on and we'll guide you through exactly what you need to do in order to get your trophy. Now the Firefly Pendants themselves serve no purpose in the game apart from this trophy, and they can all be acquired through chapter select as long as you have made a manual save in the final chapter of the game and haven't overwritten it. So for your first Firefly Pendant, called Vigils, you need to be in the quarantine zone beyond the wall chapter. As you're making your way through the first building with Tess, you will go up a ladder, then when Tess goes left, you go straight into a small bedroom, then look down to the left of the bed on the floor to find your Firefly Pendant. For Firefly Pendant number 2, which is Glueck, you need to be in the chapter The Quarantine Zone Beyond the Wall. Once you have crossed the wooden planks with Tess, you will go through a small alleyway. Tess will go off to the right. You need to look to the left where you will see a tree. Look to the left of the tree where you will see the Firefly Pendant glowing on the base of the branches. Shoot it down, then make sure that you pick it up from the ground afterwards. Your third Firefly Pendant, which is Lose, can be found in the chapter The Quarantine Zone, The Cargo. At the start of the Cargo chapter, when you have Ellie accompanying you, there will be a green building in front of you called Alliance Real Estate. In front of this building will be a corpse slumped against a green newspaper dispenser, who will have the Firefly Pendant on the floor next to its left hand. Your fourth Firefly Pendant, which is Lenz, can be found in the chapter The Outskirts Downtown. Continue around to where you would usually go into the building on the left and look to the tree on the right side of the area before going into the building. Equip a bottle or brick or pistol, then either throw at or shoot the Firefly Pendant that is hanging down on the lower right side of the upper branches, where the pendant will then drop down to the floor, allowing you to collect it. Your fifth Firefly Pendant, called Kiper's, can be found in the chapter The Outskirts Museum. Progress through the building to where a section of floor has fallen down, making a wooden ramp up to the next floor. Ordinarily you would go right, however for the Firefly Pendant you need to go left and sidestep your way across the ledge to the platform where you can collect Kiper's Firefly Pendant in the wooden cabinet.
Sorry, that was me.
Tess.
Sorry. Come on, stay close to me.
Your sixth Firefly Pendant, called Davidson's, can be found in the chapter The Outskirts, The Capitol Building. After using the green dumpster to mantle up and jump over the metal fence, you will come to an open area where you would usually go off to the right. Instead, stay left and go through the water to a small bandstand area with a domed roof. Look in the centre of the bandstand in the water to find Davidson's Firefly Pendant.
There we go. Home stretch, Tess.
Just so it's out there, I can't swim.
Look, it looks like it's shallow on the right side. Follow me.
I'm glad Marlene hired you guys.
What do you mean?
I know you guys are getting paid for this, but trying to say thanks.
Yeah, sure thing.
For your seventh Firefly Pendant, which is Jiang's, you need to be in the chapter The Outskirts, The Capitol Building. After swimming under the crashed train carriages, go over to the left section where you can get up onto the ledge, then go right down the corridor and back into the water past the corpse. Once underwater, continue forward to the metal frame section, head inside and go straight to the wall in front of you to find Jiang's Firefly Pendant on the second shelf down. This one might be a little bit tricky to get as the marker doesn't always allow you to collect it on your first go. If this does happen, then move Joel back a couple of feet and then go forward and try and get the Firefly Pendant again. Your 8th Firefly Pendant, which is Wang's, can be found in the chapter Billstown The Woods. After Ellie opens the gate for Joel to get through, make your way down the street to where you will see the Marquee music store with an RV over to the right side. Just in front of the RV is a police car you can jump onto, then over to the bonnet of the RV and make your way up to the roof where you will find Wang's Firefly Pendant on the right side of the roof.
Heads up before the infection showed up. Most didn't.
Man, it must be hard. Just leaving all your stuff behind like that.
That ain't the hard part.
Your 9th Firefly Pendant, which is Vincent's, can be found in the chapter Billstown Safe House. After Bill decapitates the infected stuck in the window, go out the front of the store and take down every infected or clicker around, and then go to the right of the area just past the ambulance. Look up to the lamppost where you should see the Firefly Pendant hanging down just behind the light fixture, which I recommend you shoot at as you'll have a hard time throwing a brick or bottle that high. Ensure you collect Vincent's Firefly Pendant from the ground after shooting it down.
Oh, why don't you fix one of these cars?
Oh my God, you're a genius. I mean, the whole... Damn it. Lock and load.
Your 10th Firefly Pendant, which is Mrozik's, can be found in the chapter Billstown Graveyard. After going through the graveyard where you sneak past or deal with the clickers, go through the wooden gate Bill opens for you, then go right up the hill to the large house. Go into the house where there will be some infected, so take care of them quietly if you want to avoid the inevitable carnage that Going Loud will inevitably bring. Then go into the second room on your right, which is a downstairs toilet. Look to your left to find Mrozik's Firefly Pendant on the floor next to the toilet and the wall. Your 11th Firefly Pendant, which is Risks, can be found in the chapter Pittsburgh Alone and Forsaken. Go through the Pittsburgh military zone to the Kingston bookstore you need to go through in order to continue the story. Before going into the bookstore, go left from the entrance along the wall, then take a right down the alleyway. You will be able to find Risks' Firefly Pendant behind a wooden shelving unit and in front of the dumpster on the floor.
To your right.
Your 12th Firefly Pendant, which is Reed's, can be found in the chapter Pittsburgh Hotel Lobby. Go up the ladder, then drop down through the damaged stairwell where you would normally go through the first door on the right to progress the story. Instead, go into the door on your second left, which will be the women's toilets, where at the back there will be two cubicles next to each other. Go into the left cubicle, then look on the floor to your left to find Reed's Firefly Pendant. Your 13th Firefly Pendant, which is Rios's, can be found in the chapter Pittsburgh Escape the City. Continue through the chapter to where Joel, Henry, Sam and Ellie go outside and have to deal with a few humans who are patrolling. Jump up on the lorry trailer, then up to the floor above where there will be a few more humans to take down. Once they're all dealt with, head into the building, then through the first doorway on your left to the men's restroom, where you can find Rios's Firefly Pendant on the toilet seat in the left hand cubicle. Your 14th Firefly Pendant, which is Scheffler's, can be found in the chapter The Suburb Sewers. Once you're on the beach, stay to the right to find a beached vessel. Jump up on the deck and drop down to the right into the hold, where you will be able to find Scheffler's Firefly Pendant.
Do you trust him? Yeah, I do. Hey, don't worry about it.
Hey, maybe we can find something in that boat over there.
Way ahead of you, kid.
I believe you, Sam. All right?
Keep your eyes peeled.
Whoa.
What?
First time on a boat.
Well, it's a little bit different.
Your 15th Firefly Pendant, which is Righetti's, can be found in the chapter The Suburb Sewers. Once Joel, Ellie, Sam and Henry have gone through the grate into the sewers, follow the path around to the left, then look to the right wall to find a small opening with water pouring out. Go through the opening to the end and then look to the wall on your left to find a waterfall with a small break to the right side where you can retrieve Righetti's Firefly Pendant from.
Gotta find a different way.
Your 16th Firefly Pendant, which is Fuentes, can be found in the chapter The Suburb Sewers. Keep progressing through the sewers to where Joel will need to jump in the water to the right to move the debris out of the way. Instead of going right, however, jump into the water to your left, where there is a partly submerged car just next to a tree. Dive underwater with Circle, where you will be able to find Fuentes' Firefly Pendant on the rocks just in front of the windscreen.
I can't swim.
That makes two of us.
Your 17th Firefly Pendant, which is White's, can be found in the chapter The Suburbs. Head around to the end of the street to the White House with the abandoned ice cream truck outside, then go into the yard to the right of the house to find a tree. Equip a bottle or brick or pistol, then aim just to the left of the main trunk to the small branch pointing upwards and either throw at or shoot down the pendant, where you can then retrieve White's Firefly Pendant from the ground. Your 18th Firefly Pendant, which is Oliverio's, will be found in the chapter Tommy's Dam Hydroelectric Dam. After following Tommy across the dam into the main control room just past Buckley the dog, where if you stroke him you're going to get a nice little trophy for doing so, take your first left then exit right through the door. Go down 3 sets of stairs then into the first room on your right, look to the left to find a door leading outside, where just to the right of this door, whilst you're still standing indoors, will be 2 filtration pumps. Look on the floor in between the 2 pumps to find Oliverio's Firefly Pendant on the floor.
Right, that's good. Tommy's here. go.
1 second. Okay, good to go. Ready? Go ahead. Hit it. Here we go.
Your 19th Firefly Pendant, which is B. Pino's, can be found in the chapter Tommy's Dam Ranch House. You need to head through the red front door of the ranch house, then staying on the ground floor, go right, then through into the final room with the fireplace and the mounted stag head on the wall. Look to your left to find B. Pino's Firefly Pendant on the wooden desk.
Reckon you guys need to have a chat.
Firefly Pendant number 20, which is H. Pino's, can be found in the chapter The University Go Bighorns. From the start of the chapter, go forward, then take a right at the crossroads where you would usually go left to progress the story, then look to the tree to your right. Equip a brick, a bottle or pistol, then either throw or shoot at H. Pino's Firefly Pendant, which will be hanging down just to the left of the trunk, camouflaged by the leaves, ensuring that you collect it from the floor once it's fallen down. Firefly Pendant number 21, which is Rohner's, can be found in the chapter The University Go Bighorns. After Joel uses the generator, allowing Ellie to come through with Callus, which is your horse, go out of the building and over to your left, up the stairs, then stop just before the grey barriers. Dismount your horse, then look right and mantle up into the window to come to a small office room where you can find Rohner's Firefly Pendant on the desk to your right.
A singer.
Shut up.
No, serious.
Sing something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please. I'll stay with Callus.
I hate that name.
Firefly Pendant number 22, which is Warren's, can be found again in the chapter The University Go Bighorns. Make your way through the story to where you drop down into the area with the overgrown viral sections all over the walls. There will be a good number of clickers down here, so take them down quietly. The main reason for the stealthy kills is that there is also a very tough bloater who you need to take out as he drops Warren's Firefly Pendant when he dies. Make good use of flammables, high-powered weaponry or explosives to deal with bloaters, as even on easier difficulties they can still pose a challenge. Firefly Pendant 23, which is Grigg's, can be found in the chapter The University Go Bighorns. Once you have moved the generator trolley over to the cable and have let Ellie through the gate, continue forward on Callus, then rather than staying right to continue the story, stick to the left side of the area, go to the tent in the far left corner on the table against the back wall to find Grigg's Firefly Pendant.
You think they were fireflies?
No. No, I don't think so.
Why would they have infected so close to the lab?
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that. No guards. No nothing.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now. Let's get inside.
Have you ever been to one of these?
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I was pretty young.
Firefly Pendant number 24, which is Hickmann's, can be found in the chapter The University Science Building. Head through the chapter to the room marked Room 308 Biology Lab, where once you have opened the door you will scare the monkeys off. Make your way to the back of the room and take a right where you will find Hickmann's Firefly Pendant on the end of the worktop just behind the microscope.
Jesus. At least it ain't clickers.
Yeah. No fireflies either. Well, maybe in all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
Just keep searching, we'll find something.
Now, Firefly Pendant number 25, which is Riley's Firefly Pendant, can be found in the chapter Lakeside Resort, The Hunt. Riley's Firefly Pendant is added to your inventory once you start playing as Ellie, however it doesn't actually count towards the 30 Firefly Pendants required to unlock your trophy. Now, I have added it here just to offer some clarification if, like me, you got every single pendant in the game and then wondered why you had 31. This is why. This one's just given to you. You don't actually go off and acquire the pendant. It's just added to your inventory along with, I believe, 7 or 8 other artifacts, which you're going to need to collect anyway as part of your Chronicles trophy. But when it comes to the Firefly Pendants, I do hope that's offered a little bit of clarity as to why you might have ended up with 31 when you only need 30 to unlock your trophy. Firefly Pendant number 26, which is Kristof's, can be found in the chapter Lakeside Resort, The Hunt. Once David boosts you up to lower the ladder, head around the walkway and drop the clicker. Head left into the room the clicker came out of, then look to the left to find Kristof's Firefly Pendant on a wooden crate.
Keep a lookout for those things.
I know.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Firefly Pendant number 27, which is Braun's, can be found in the chapter Lakeside Resort, Cabin Resort. After Callis has been shot dead, go through the house at the bottom of the snowy slope, then proceed through, exiting out of the window to the right of the house. Look to your right to find a wooden seating area, and look to the right on the bench to find Braun's Firefly Pendant.
Really killing her? David said he wants her alive. He doesn't get to make that call. James told me it's the girl from the university. How many of our guys were killed there?
I got you.
Firefly Pendant number 28, which is Perich's, can be found in the chapter Bus Depot Highway Exit. Head down the off-ramp past the yellow school bus, then rather than going right as you normally would, go left behind the school bus, following the area around to the left past the water. Look on the floor in front of the 2 orange traffic cones behind the blue pickup truck to find Perich's Firefly Pendant. Firefly Pendant 29, which is Nicole Who's, can be found in the chapter Bus Depot Highway Exit. Once you're out of the building, you will be at the edge of a Fedra encampment with a Fedra tank in front of you and a large white Fedra marquee over to your left. Head over toward the white marquee, then take the first right where you will see a 4-piece spotlight in front of the back of a green tent. Equip a brick or bottle or pistol, then aim at the lower right of the 4 spotlight sections where you will see the pendant glistening. Throw or shoot at Nicole Who's Firefly Pendant, then retrieve it from the floor once it's fallen down. Your 30th Firefly Pendant, and obviously not the one for the trophy as we got Riley's earlier on, Firefly Pendant number 25, stay with me, we're nearly done, is Natalie Who's, and it can be found in the chapter Bus Depot Underground Tunnel. Go through the crashed bus with Ellie, allowing you to go to the slope leading down into the tunnel. Look to your left at the top of the slope to find another crashed bus, which you can go around to the left of to find Natalie Who's Firefly Pendant amongst a small pile of debris. And for your 31st and final, and obviously your 30th as far as collection goes, a little bit confusing, hopefully I've offered you a little bit of clarity. Firefly Pendant will be Stewart-Seume's, which is found in the chapter The Firefly Lab, The Hospital. After Joel barricades the door with the chair to keep the human enemies back, go up the stairs, then take a right and immediate left to come to the reception area. Take the first door on your left, which is a shift door, into the room marked Office 605, and look to your right to find Stewart-Seume's Firefly Pendant on the desk. So that's how to do the Look for the Light trophy for The Last of Us Part 1. I do hope that the guides helped you out. If it has, please do me a massive favour and give the like button a click. And if it's really helped you out, then consider subscribing and pressing the notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. Let me know down in the comments if you can how you got on with collecting all 31 Firefly Pendants. Can you see our logo in the middle of the screen? Giving it a click enables you to subscribe, which helps us help you get more guides.